True news and reviews, man. We back with BMF again, man. BMF again.
BMF, you know we got to stay on BMF, man. Anything happen with BMF, we got to talk about it because our best video was on Lil Meech's father, Big Meech. A lot of people know him as Lil Meech described him as the Black Pablo Escobar. uh, as as
Mhm.
uh, as I said, Lil Meech described him the TSA agents or whoever. But this story concerns Lil Meech. We know earlier this year he was arrested in Broward County, Florida. We're two natives
Okay.
of Broward County, Florida. If anybody doesn't
Yeah.
know how Broward County is, it's a place where you go on vacation, you leave on probation, then you come back on violation. They're not sparing nobody. So him
Uh,
getting caught
been
with the
violated.
gun and trying to plead with people that he went to private school and he's a good kid, the shit didn't end up working out. He landed his ass in jail. But it was a pretty simple situation because the charges ended up getting dismissed. Now, what happened subsequently is people
Right.
make videos just like we're making videos. And
Okay.
the boy Cedy Nash made a video calling Little Meech a snitch, saying that he told on his brother and the security guards. And now we have Little Meech's lawyer shutting down the allegation and sounding off on Cedy Nash for reporting a fake story. Now, I'm noticing a
Wow.
pattern. Let me know if you notice this too,
Yes.
Bob.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before, yep, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
read you. Hold on. Every time it's a lawyer that has to represent somebody, like when have that been? I mean, maybe they feel like they can give the message off eloquently. I'm gonna jump to that point, but tell me if I'm reading you right on that, man. What's up with
That's
all of
exactly what I was going to say. You took the
this?
words out of my mouth. If you're a person that's in hip hop or hip hop adjacent these days, not only does your lawyer need to defend you in the courthouse, but he got to defend you in the court of public opinion because
Straight
nigga
up,
gonna
bro. I
put
ain't
this
paying
stitch
you
jacket
for,
on you, and this could
yeah.
be detrimental
I
to your
ain't
career.
paying
Now,
you. I ain't paying you just for this one. No, man. You gotta protect my whole. I get that. Yeah.
yeah,
Now I understand.
but this is my whole thing. The lawyer might not understand the gutter of YouTube, the streets of YouTube. Like we don't care
Right, because
about
the
what your
video
lawyer
you
talking
did,
about.
yeah, because the video, man, you was, with the narrative you put on for what what Cuffy did with his father in the video. If y'all don't know, y'all need to check that video
Oh
out.
yeah, I'm gonna leave a
Uh,
description to the allegations on Lil Meech's father and his uncle and everything like that. We could get back to that, but that's why I feel Cedy Nash had to kind of title the video like that. He had to make it juicy for him. I
yeah.
mean, he's a nigga on
Rollo, you
YouTube.
got the streets, boy. Rollo, you got the streets for real. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to make
so
it juicy for him, man.
so let's go to what Meech's lawyer had to say. I'm getting this from Hip Hop DX articles. They're saying that Lil Meech's lawyer shuts down snitching allegations over airport gun arrest, and this is from the lawyer. This is a non-story and completely inaccurate. Security was at the airport and immediately took responsibility for firearm. Security is licensed, bonded, and has a carry permit. This was an error from start, and that is why I got the case dismissed and no one was charged. Clickbait at its finest without knowing the whole story. And you'll see a picture of Cedy Nash here. If anybody's not familiar with Cedy Nash, go ahead and follow that boy. Got good
Right.
street content. His title is Little Meech snitches on little brother and security for guns at the airport. Bob, can you be objective and admit that maybe Cedy Nash went a little hard with the title?
Yeah, I think yeah, he jumped the gun. You got to get charged. Somebody has to get charged. I mean, when we gonna put that snitch tag on somebody,
Yeah.
and I did reference to say, yeah, if you with your guys and something happens, but they got the charges dropped. The
Mm.
firearms was legal. So the lawyer says, if this is accurate from what the lawyer is saying,
I,
I
Yeah, I
feel
think
that
I think I saw the article where the charges got dismissed. He's still walking around.
yeah, so Cedy, yeah, you jumped the gun, and I watch Cedy content. I like, he be coming with some good stuff, but on this, you should at least change now. Just it's not about what he said. It may be legally, they may feel like, yo, bro, this the security guns. You know what I mean? But how you
Well,
feel?
well, I will say this. Said he has a channel that he's trying to get views for, and I think
Right.
he
Yeah.
does a good job of trying to present the facts accurately. But when you're saying snitching, we talked about this before. It's a conversation where people very often talk past each other because what what snitching means to me might not mean to you. Like you said, you'll define snitching as two guys doing the crime together, and one of them tells on the other guy to try to get less time or whatever. And a lot of people would say that it has to result in somebody actually doing the time. With Meech's situation, the brother didn't get called up there. He should have never brought his brother's name up, but
Yeah, he should have.
he
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 should
was
have.
scared. He's telling the security the flight people that he's a
Man, his
good
dad
kid.
got 30
He went
years.
he
Yeah,
went to a
man.
private school. He went to telling them about his daddy. He an actor. This nigga even said multiple times that he's a minor. Nigga 23 years old. So, Meech was just saying a lot of shit that just wasn't accurate at that time. And I don't know if do we hold him to these same standards? He said it himself. He's a good kid, even though he's been arrested before. I mean, he ain't a good kid, but I'm saying this ain't the first time going to jail for some shit. And he said his mom worked for Delta for 30 years. We know he come from some kind of money. Are we even holding him to, like, is he allowed to tell? Ain't he a civilian? I mean,
He's a civilian, man.
he
He's a
a civilian.
civilian, just
Even
acting.
civilians shouldn't be
Yeah.
telling on their brother, but it ain't like how all he said was it's my brother's bag. I don't
Yeah,
really feel like
because
he
he
tried to case his
probably
brother up, but
right. I feel like this. He may have felt like it was legal. That's not him. Like he got a security team. He was doing a little, he was he was definitely trying to clear his name out. But
yeah. I mean, the
to
security,
go to
they
far as
said
to
the
say
security
snitching,
to rap for it. Listen, I wouldn't call him that, but I don't too much have a problem with Cedy Nash putting that title on there
Carlton,
because that term does get thrown around. Like, and
yeah,
if we're going by street standards, if I was the same nigga I was maybe what 20, 20 years ago, yeah, this snitching, man. You ain't supposed to have told nothing. Let the people do their job. The lawyer gonna work that out. You ain't have to go to telling the
right,
TSA nothing. You could have just said, "Oh, this is a big misunderstanding." And Cedy Nash made that point. Like, so he
yeah,
did technically snitch as a grown man. Nah, man, that's like the lawyer said. It is kind of like a non-story, but Cedy Nash had to make it juicy for her, and it's a
right,
good it's a
right.
good
Good content,
yeah, good content, good
but he's
content.
not a snitch. He's not a snitch.
Nah, he's not a snitch. We got to take that off of him. I ain't gonna hold that on him. Real name
And
Demetrius
his dad is not a snitch too. At this point, we can't clarify that. How do you feel about that situation? Or that's on the video. You want to check that out, or
Yeah, they could go check out my
You haven't
feelings on
changed
that.
any of your feelings
Yeah, the
on
jury's
that?
still out on that.
Oh, okay.
But I will say, uh, 50 Cent is still standing by Meech's side. He had a
Right.
post
So
caption, okay, that's out the way. Now let's go. But I just want to add that, 50 don't have no problem working with somebody that might have told a little something. He's still doing business with he's still doing business with Meech, who, has said to have, cooperated through a third party. He's still doing business with Tammy Cowan, who we know was setting up niggas. Like, that is pretty much buttoned up. So Meech, I mean, 50 Cent, I don't care if you was telling on your brother, your mama, anybody. 50 about that bag. I guess 50 has moved away from the snitching conversations. He ain't really holding people to them
okay.
kind of standards. From what I see, you disagree with that, Bob? I see you.
Yeah, I mean, I see him saying it sometimes. He'll be calling certain people out. I've been, seeing him do that. So I don't.
It's
I'm
confusing though.
confusing. Yeah, it's confusing. It's like I don't know what you. what you own, but
Yeah.
it's
And
50.
then for anybody who didn't, anybody who didn't see the the video of Lil Meech, I got a little bit of it. Kid was scared for his life.
I know, but unfortunately, there's certain procedures we have to follow anytime something comes in that's prohibited, correct?
Right. So listen,
You understand that, correct?
Can you please give me
You
a
have your
chance?
ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards.
Just want to pause that. He's not a minor. He was he was born on April 22nd, 2000, from what the internet says. He's 23 years old now. Let's go.
left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out
Please,
after the fact,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
But until then, I have to put you in handcuffs until we figure this out.
Okay.
Okay, you understand that?
Can I call my mom or somebody?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right, just turn around for me. Be cooperative. Everything's on video and audio surveillance.
Shit, I'm a minor, sir.
Okay.
Hey, man, you can't knock nobody for trying to
There's
get
guns
out.
they were possible guns. We have to confirm it. Okay, X-ray doesn't tell us 100%. Okay, just says there's a possibility, and that's what it appears to be. You understand? Do you have anything else on you at this point?
No, sir, I promise I don't.
Okay.
Just an actor, sir.
I understand.
Man.
Do you have a
It's gonna
concealed
ruin my
weapons
life.
permit or anything like that?
This is gonna ruin my life. That's reminiscent of what Tory begged the judge not to ruin his life. That's what we hear over and over again. So I guess people bring that up to try to gain sympathy. But as we know, this was not gonna come anywhere near to ruining his life. This is a pretty minor thing. There's been politicians that have been found with guns in their luggage. Several rappers. One of them did time, but that's a different situation. Real minor shit. For anybody in the future, I guess we could give some advice to the youth. Just keep your mouth shut. Remain silent. Let your lawyer do his job. This was a misunderstanding, and after all that talking, after all that pleading, after all of that showing his teeth he did, telling people he got a show with 50 Cent, his ass went to jail the same way. They ain't even hit him with they could have hit him with an arrest on paper to where you sign something and promise to come back to
That's
court.
what they do
like
to the politician.
The supervisor has the discretion to do that. They ain't even give him that. They sent his black ass to jail. So let that be a lesson, kids. Let Big Brother John put you up on game. Keep your mouth shut. Then there's no reason for anybody to leak the video and make YouTube videos about you, calling you all kind of things. If that kind of shit is important to
Man,
you,
they don't
just
care
shut
about
up.
that, man. They trying to get up out of what they trying to get out of, bro.
Yeah, so, in closing, this is a good kid from a good family. His mom worked for Delta for 30 years, man. He went to private school, man. He's a young guy trying to be an actor out here. He just got caught up in a situation and was nervous. He's trying to secure the bag. It ain't like he testified on nobody. It ain't like he was a non-indicted co-defendant and he was, setting plays from behind the wall and getting people cased up and, tricking people out of their lifetime rights and shit. He wasn't doing all of that. He is just a simple misunderstanding. But
It
definitely
wasn't
check
his
the
guns. Somebody did say that was there, so we got to really say that too. Like, you know what I mean? This is something that,
it wasn't his gun at the end of the day,
right? So
but
like,
I don't want. Let's not act like we don't understand that telling the truth is a violation where we come from. It really don't matter if that's the truth. Going and telling the police the guy's honest truth is frowned upon in our community. That's the reality of it. No, you can't.
But if you got a permit, if you all legit, whether you in the streets or not, and you like, yo, that's security gun, that's licensed, that's folk them guns.
The security did that anyway, though. I'm just saying, when you in that position, saying all of that ain't gonna help. If the security gonna step forth and say it's there, better. But if you think you're gonna talk your way out of some shit like that, the chances are slim to nil. Especially if you ain't got the right kind of complexion for that kind of protection. It just don't happen.
Right. They're like, yo, big chain, nappy
big,
head.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Around.
scruffy beard. You talk about movie premieres, man. Sit your ass down. Let me go ahead and put you in your. That's how the. I don't know this guy. I can't speak to his character, but sometimes people in that possession, especially people who are quasi-racist, somewhat racist appear to be racist. They want to put you in your place. You round here with the ice, you shining. Fans have spoke to him. They told Meech he loves him. He said he loves him back. He don't even realize that could stir up hatred and a nigga working a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah,
Like,
but
man,
shit,
let me
you
put
can't
this
do
nigga in
nothing
his
about
place.
that. Yeah, but damn, it is what it is,
It is what it is. So y'all chime in on the comments, man. Let us know how you feel about the lawyer chiming in. I mean, are you gonna hold this against me? Are you gonna put the snitch jacket on him? Or is it a misunderstanding? Are we looking at Cedy Nash different? Or was he just doing what YouTubers do? Y'all let us know.
Yeah. We'll catch y'all in the next one.